Hello, here I am with another video. So before I start talking about the book, I just have to confess that I have a thing for these Victorian era novels or the so-called classics because they have three major things in them. The one is drama, the second one is drama, and the third one is so much drama. So it is so exciting for me to read about people traveling in carriages, wearing hats and corsets, carrying a lot of attitude. And then, these people for some reason have a lot of tea parties. And also, most of the books that I have read never try to escape from the romance part, which was very complicated at that time. Unlike our generation, which is just forked up, where we propose on Instagram DMs and break up on WhatsApp. In those times, there was always a tension between exchanging love and tension among the characters in the story. However, this book, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, that I'm going to talk about today, is not mostly romance, but more of a coming of age drama. So, if anyone asks me why I love Jane Eyre, I just don't know. I just love Jane Eyre. As the title gives out, this book is about a woman called Jane Eyre. The story begins with her being a kid, being an orphan kid growing up in her aunt's house. So from the times of Cinderella, we all know how an orphan kid is being treated in her relative's house. So Jane is not an exception. Her aunt torments her in every way possible, and she also finally gets rid of her by sending Jane to an orphan school called Lowood, which is nothing but another hell. So the school is very small that almost all the grade students from lower grades to higher grades sit and study in the same hall. There's just a lot of noise, and the food is very awful, and they punish you for very petty crimes. They punish you very severely for the student crimes, like talking in the class or not being attentive. Not only that, Jane also loses her only friend Helen in the school to a typhus fever. Now, all of this does not crush Jane. She just, grows out to be a very determined and strong personality. So, I have to say here that Jane by heart is an explorer. She just gets bored with this lifestyle and wants to, go on a new adventure. So, she starts applying for a few jobs, and that is how she lands up in a place as a governess to a kid named Adele in the residence of Mr. Rochester. Now, this Mr. Rochester is a very wealthy man with a lot of mood swings. I say this because, in some pages he is very charming, and in the next few pages he just ghosts you away for some reason. So, he is just, a man with a lot of secrets. Mr. Rochester also had a past relationship with an opera singer, where they have a kid named Adele together, and this singer just elopes away with another wealthy man, leaving Adele to Mr. Rochester. So this is about Mr. Rochester for an introduction. Now coming back to our Jane, she just enjoys teaching Adele, loves being in this residence, and she also develops a very healthy relationship with the servants in the house. So she seems to be very happy until one day she hears a mysterious knock on her bedroom door at midnight. um, After this, she also starts experiencing paranormal activities, like she hears ghostly laughs and fainted footsteps on the aisle. So she asks Mr. Rochester what's happening in the house, and he says her that it is one of his servants who is Mrs. Graceful. He says that she is mentally affected, and it is she who roams around the house during nights. And he also gives her a convincing statement that he cannot get rid of her, as she was very loyal towards his family. Very silly, right? Yes, of course it is. So anyone who is reading this book might very well know that Mr. Rochester and Jane are head over heels with each other. They also share some cringy romantic moments, and one day they'll decide to get married. Happily ever after is what we will be thinking, but no, there is at least 200, 300 pages left. This Charlotte Bronte, for some reason, is so evil that she doesn't leave this poor girl Jane to be in peace. So, on the day of her marriage, Jane realizes that Mr. Rochester is already married to a woman who turned mad after their wedding and who is also locked in the attic of the same house they live. Now, most of you might be thinking Mr. Rochester is an a hole, but I think, after reading his flashbacks, he's a victim in most of the cases. So, that's my very personal opinion. So, finally, everything comes into place. All those ghostly laughs and all those footsteps and the door knocks, they're not caused by the servant but by this mad wife of Mr. Rochester. So, do you think Jane will be with Mr. Rochester? To find out, you have to go read the book. Now, why I love Jane Eyre. So, Jane is just unstoppable. She just goes to any point to, do what she believes in. Throw any problems to her, she just never gets tired. She just comes back stronger. She working as a governess in that time in that society. Governess is a position above the servants, but below the high class society. So she always stood for her self respect. She always tried to balance between her passion, her religious faith, and also the rational principles of that time. So she wanted to be independent and was a very self-determined person. She was a feminist even before the word, feminism was quite popular. So this book is also written on the first point of view of Jane. So anybody who reads this book will definitely fall at least in one chapter in love with her. She just has a lot of things. She is just plain but yet attractive in her own way. So I just want to recommend this book to any person who wants to read an epic love story in a strange environment where a lot of horrific characters are walking through the pages. So if you have already completed the book, just do let me know what you think about the climax of the book, about Jane's decision. And if you haven't read it yet, kindly read the book and then let me know in the comments how you felt about the climax. Thank you.